welcome. This is Sahara playing Pillars of Eternity, Deadfire, and we are still in Deadlight. We are in the court. We have an area here we haven't been to yet. We did talk to Benrith, and we got him to, we punched him in the nose, and he cowed to us. I couldn't believe how easily he cowed to us by me punching him in the nose. Alright, unlock with, okay, we got the key for this. Can't say I know your crew. Okay, and we won't have to be fighting anybody anymore now. Because he told us the crew will now go ahead and not fight us. But, oh, here we go, Syri. We need to find Syri, and there's somebody else that we need to find for Serafan.
Welcome one and welcome all. Buy me a bottle and I'll be your finest loving pal.
She hiccups into her fist, then pounds it on her chest to loose an impressive belch. Okay. They're all just nothing. Watch your words or I'll lay you open. No, really? I don't think so. These are all pirates. And this is, okay. Another pirate. Coral snuff. Drugs. And grog. We'll just take your fun here, guys. Hardtack. Water. Our crew doesn't like hardtack. I wonder why. This harpsichord is finely crafted, detailed, and lavish, but the keys are well worn. Inspect the instrument. The row of wooden keys links to an exposed set of strings. Tapping the keys triggers a small quill to strum each associated string. The harpsichord emits a sad, twangy sound when you just press one of the keys. Bring a bomb to the harpsichord? Why? Rats scurry among the discarded barrels of grog. Pirate. Bryce and... Okay, so we need to talk to you. The Orland's large eyes grow larger as you approach and then narrow to a sharp edge. Her hands briefly fall into fists before finding their way to her hips. With a sharp twist to her head, she flips seaweed green hair over one shoulder. Boy, she is ugly, isn't she?
Look who finally washed back up ashore.
The edge to her words matches the sharpness of her teeth. Serafan winces.
Ahoy there, Syri. Miss me?
Did I miss you?
She growls. Made a low prolonged sound.
Like a fish misses water, you gutless bastard. For the first few weeks anyhow. Till it turned to confusion and worry. Ye said ye'd write every night, didn't ye? Then where were the birds or the boats with your poems and pages?
Oh boy.
You saying our pirate's a poet?
XD. Chody turns wide eyes to Serafan, amusement making the corners of her eye twitch. Yeah, lighthearted. Serafan snickers quietly. Okay.
Syri, sweet honey heart. I scribbled you missives day and night. Declarations of passion, sonnets in songs. Well, on account of me being at sea, I never had the opportunity to post them.
Thoughtful. Chody rubs a knuckle along the edge of her jaw. I don't think she believes him. I don't.
Oh, I'm certain I should believe every word of that blarney. About as certain as I am that you're a snake-tongued philanderer worth little more than a tug in the rug.
I plundered you up a pair of fine, very fine, snakeskin boots with that tooling you like round the cuffs and all. But the gentleman sprung a leak, and they ended up thoroughly sodden.
She scoffs and he looks at you with a shrug. Flips her sickle back and forth, agitated. Yeah, she doesn't like him.
Tell her, Cap.
Why they were. I'm sorry for keeping Syren at sea for so long. Syri, as captain, the responsibility rests with me. Boy, I don't know. He wasn't with me. Well, he has been with me, right? We don't know how long at sea we've been, though. Sounds like you made your bed, Serafan. Yeah, seems like you made your bed, Serafan. Now you have to lay in it. Well, but then will that hurt him? He is my crew member now, right? But how far do I go with lying for my crew members? And it will make the other crew members not like me as well because I'm lying for them? Well, being diplomatic this way, I'm just saying I'm sorry for keeping him out to sea for so long. I'm not lying about the shoes because I have no idea. The Green Orlin snorts, her breath briefly catching up her hair.
I take it your mother never learned you what a fool notion it is to cross an Orland scorned.
Balls. We be in for it now.
Uh-oh.
Ye can't just go showering a lass with wildflowers and filling her head with verse if you're planning to ship out and never see her again.
Serafan winces and shame splashes you like a bucket of cold piss. Okay, that's right, because he's a cypher. Winces and shame splashes you like a bucket of cold piss. Let the visions come. Slick, wet fur in the lamplight, calloused palms pursuing her pelt, traveling tits and biting at the soft edge of the neck, thrusting into hotness, yet tender, hopeful, not that this time will be the one that lasts, but that she might forget this sudden shithouse for an evening or two.
Ye've been lucky thus far, you know. I'm of half a mind to call ye out, and I'm no worse than many with a blade. Least then, perhaps you'll give me a lick of satisfaction.
Her hand strays towards her belt. Apologize to her, Serafan. Yes, you need to.
Aye, Captain.
He winces, then bows low to Cyril.
I be truly sorry, lass. Sorrier still than that. I won't go spinning no yarns about being married to the sea or coming home to you someday. I ain't that gentleman, nor never will be neither.
He straightens and meets her eyes.
Alls I can promise you is that what be broken me there ain't fixing for. I'll be a right sad fuck, and there ain't nothing to account for it but me.
Oh, Aloth likes that. Truest thing I've ever heard from you. Yeah, it is. Syri sighs, wraps herself in her arms and peers at Serafan for a long, quiet moment.
That I can understand. I'm not forgiving ye a lick now. I won't go seeking for your blood, neither. Now, why don't you be telling me what you want so I can be shot of ye for good?
Serafan nods.
Aye, lass. The captain's got an ask or two about deadline, but first, I need to know. You remember Remaro? Sail with me on a sorcerer.
Aye, I remember Remaro. You think I've gone wet in the head or something? Your words have always been as flowery for him as they were for me.
Uh-oh, Serafan claps once, grinning. Okay.
It weren't so long ago he shipped out, come to think on it.
Do you know where he went? Why was he here at the port?
Well, tells you, let me know. Rumour were he went mutinous.
Rage flashes behind her eyes and your blood goes hot. Okay.
Oh, sideways pickle horse shit and a half.
Serafan slams a fist into the nearby wall and Syri blinches.
Wait till I find a whale fuck mother spreading this rancid shit. Teach them the very meaning of keelhaul, I will.
Don't know the truth of it myself. Might have been Remaro himself started the rumours. Gave him his privacy, certain. Even here, mutineers make no friends.
Where was Romano staying?
Hard to starboard through the back door there, then straight on to the end of the hall.
She gestures to the northern exit from the room.
Don't think nobody's claimed his quarters since. Might be worth it to you to poke around.
Give my thanks, lass. Truly. And many more besides.
He bows deeply, braided beard brushing the floor.
Oh, keep it in your pantaloons, you randy swab. You had any other questions, Captain? Happy to oblige the person hauling this blue bastard away from Fort Deadlight.
Just who is this Romano person Serafan's looking for? Serafan rolls his eyes and crosses his arms.
You don't know? That's so, I'm thinking it's not my place to tell you.
Really? Well, I need to know what Serafan's getting my crew into. I understand your reluctance, but if Serafan's putting himself and my crew into danger, I need to know. Yeah, I need to know what Serafan's getting my crew into.
Nay, matey. It's Serafan's tale to tell if he's the notion. My lips aren't so loose as you may have heard. Were there something else you wanted?
Farewell. Okay, so to the north, huh? Rum? Oh ho ho, and a bottle of rum. To the north. To kitchen. To the command. We'd already been.
Leave it to me.
Outside, a cold and unforgiving sea crashes against the rocky shoreline.
Now what have we got here? I do believe I recognise these goddamn chests.
He kneels by the chest, running his paws across it. Oh, is this his room?
By Andra's salty bosom, Remaro hauled this chest from one end of the Deadfire to the other.
Any clues in there? He flips open the lid to reveal an empty chest. Serafan doesn't seem disappointed, however. He reaches into the chest and gropes about before being rewarded by a clicking sound. I kind of figured. A false bottom slides out from the chest containing a single folded piece of parchment. Serafan swipes it out and folds it and holds it to his nose, inhaling deeply. Ah, yes, the scent of musty pirate notes.
No worse scents come out of chests like these, Captain. Trust you me.
He unfolds the letter, clears his throat, and begins to read.
Dear S. That be me. I knew you'd seek me out. Please abandon the trail here. I've fashioned this predicament for my own, and I'd not have you lock its weight round your own ankles.
I love the wording in this. So apropos for being pirates. Yeah, whoever wrote these lines did an amazing job.
If you find yourself imperiled, seek Udina at Magic Water. She can help.
Serafan falls silent, staring at the page for a while longer. You hear his breath catch, and he looks up, his expression carefully blank. What is Magic Waters?
I don't know Udina from Ward Mage, but Magic Waters I know like my own fucking name. When I were a wee lad fresh on the Sorcerer, Remaro would treat me to the luminous bathhouse at Nekitaka.
He grins as he gently closes Romano's chest, a hand lingering upon the polished wood.
The water there shimmered like dawn on the open sea, and I, full flush with the poetic creativity of youth, called it Magic Waters. I know you don't owe me the favour, Captain, but if we could find our way to that bathhouse, I'd not hold it against you. Unless, of course, you asked.
He winks.
For now, though, we've got plunder and pillage before us,
Okay, so this was his room.
It's my.
Oop, I just discovered something.
Now.
Okay, so the Great Western Stag. One day, Ethos was sitting on a wall watching a cat play in the sun. A crystal hung in a nearby tree had fragmented a sunbeam and scattered small motes of light on the ground. They danced around the cat, sliding over him as he frantically batted at them. He spun in place, following one as it rushed past him, and leaped on it, trying to pin it down. Eothas smiled, amused at the animal's tenacity. The cat landed on a spot, placing his paws over it, only to watch it flit away again. Eothas watched the cat's tail twitch and slap on the ground, annoyed that his prey could not be pinned. "Why must you tease him?" a voice said from behind him, accompanied by the crunch of sandals on gravel. "I merely bring the dawn," Eothas responded. "I don't stoke the hunter's heart. That's your responsibility, isn't it?" "True," said a second voice, "but neither do you quell it. If the hunter could not see his prey, would he still hunt?" "So philosophical, Haley," Eothas said, and turned to greet the two gods that approached him. "Have you come to debate the parallel between sight and desire?" He gestured to the wall, inviting Healy and Gallowin to join him. They sat in silence, watching the cat, who continued to hunt the sun, fruitlessly swatting at another mote and then rolling onto his back. "If I have created the ultimate prey," Eothas said, finally breaking the silence, "it can't be tracked, it can be followed. It can be seen, but it can never be caught." Gallowin laughed lightly. "You don't agree, Gallowin?" Eothas asked. "While it's true that your creation is elusive, it hardly can be considered the ultimate prey, because it can never be caught." He paused, his brow furrowed in thought. "If that mote of light has substance, the hunter could subdue it. Otherwise, it's merely a dream, truly a fruitless endeavor. All creatures spend their lives chasing fruitless endeavors," said Haley. "It is the way of mortality." Gallowin laughed again. "I could create a creature, a living creature of flesh and blood, that could never be caught. I make your dream a reality." Now it was Eothas' turn to laugh. "You propose turning a fruitless dream into a fruitless reality? How is this any better? A life spent in the pursuit of an attainable goal far exceeds any other." "But you just said no one could catch this creature." "This is not attainable." Gallowin smiled. "Humanity has surprised us before. Indeed, it could surprise us again. I will create a great white stag, and I will set it free in the world. It will have grace, reticence, and tenacity. It will exist solely to be pursued for all the days, and it will never be caught. It will serve to inspire the hunt for generations to come. All those who wish for glory will evoke my name. All those who hear its story will ask for my blessing in finding it." Haley shook her head and threw Gallowin a bemused look. "I do not believe this is possible, so I too make an offer. To the person who catches this stag, and they will catch the stag, I will bestow upon them its grace, reticence, and tenacity. Thrice blessed they will be. They will ask for my blessing on the hunt, so they can obtain my boon." Gallowin and Haley took up arguing whose name could be invoked more when the hunt was on. Eothas sighed, a small smile playing on the edge of his mouth. He stood and looked to the sky. The sun had already started to hide itself behind the mountains. The cat, long ago tired of the stalking the motes, had fallen asleep beneath a tree. He turned and looked at the other gods, deep in debate, and sighed again. "I merely bring the dawn," he repeated as he made his way down the path. "It's up to you to see what I reveal." Okay. Oh, there is stuff in that chest. Okay, so I discovered something, but I don't see... Oh, here it is, up here. Offerings to Skia hang from this... Alright, can we get to it? Oh, it's a ring. Ruby and jade. It is a ring. 2+ all defense from when engaged. Do I have any rings? I have 2 rings. It also gives me diplomacy. I want the diplomacy. So, you don't have any rings. Let's give you this one.
Well, this'll impress some ladies.
You think so, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
No problem.
What's in this plate? Oh. Brass. Probably. Okay. Is this as far as it goes? Is this it? It looks like it is. So this is all that's here, is this. Oh, we didn't get this over here. I keep thinking there's something we haven't found yet. Nope, we haven't been here. Okay.
Let's do this. Why not?
It is boom. Okay.
Got it.
Oh, there's a neglected dog over there. Okay, so no one's gonna hurt us now. In a way, I'm kind of sad about that. I mean, I wanted to fight people, but we're still gonna rob everybody, right? Pirate. Oh, here's... Who are you? He groans, too weak to lift his head. Oh. Okay. The swath of Bicel bears the charcoal scribbled warning. Benwith's crew only. I'm just stealing everything.
Yeah? You like that? Ha! Got him. Leave it. No problem.
Oh, I found something. Yay. Turquoise and onyx. Okay, I've been up there.
Nice hit. Take this.
I don't mind doing these as long as they're not oil. So we're not falling all over the ground.
Why not?
Okay.
Got it.
Got a rod. Yep, we got a lot of looting and plundering to do because that is what we're doing here. Can we leave from here? No. This is where we're at. Rudy. Okay, so that person's with the name. You look like a shark if I ever saw one. Really.
Leave it to me.
A mix of exotic spirits fill the cups on the table. Who are you? Rudy.
I heard someone got the best of Ben. Had him pissed in his trousers.
Yeah, all I had to do was slap him up ahead. I just had to just punch him in the face. It was like, really? I must be stronger than I realize. Of course, I'm an Amana, so I'm probably bigger than them.
You like that?
You know? Come on. Almost got gunpowder in. I just knew it. Usually the gunpowder ones always take a little bit longer to open up.
Sure.
Okay, so who are you guys? Pirate. Oh, muckberries. That's new. Oh, there's someone who's named.
Think this'll break me? Ha! It won't.
Okay.
Spit on me, and I'll make you regret it. One day, surely.
Spit in her face. Why are you being punished?
Those hagfish. Ben West's crew lashed me up to be, and I quote, a deterrent to insubordination. It's shark shit. All I did was filch one of their horns and blast it to start lung with. I wanted to see her get all worked up.
Ben West's crew uses horn blast for an alarm?
Well, sure. But shouldn't you know this, on account of you being a captain?
She tilts her head back, gazing suspiciously at you from beneath her lashes. I used to sail for her. He runs things differently. My fist will be captain of your face if you question me again. No, I'm a captain, but I'm just not a pirate captain, right? Maybe I will end up being, I don't know. That's lying. Well, it's a bluff. Yep, my fist will be captain of your face if you question me again. With a scowl, she twists against the ropes and she gives up sagging. Okay, you lose.
I ain't grateful, but if Ben's crew spots me about, they'll be taking more than my pride next.
Don't get caught again.
Suppose I'll do my best.
She flicks you a sly smile in parting. Okay. And the other one went, I couldn't even talk to that other guy. Oh, that's an oil.
Gotta take this.
No, we don't want the oil one. All right, come here.
Why not? No problem.
I was coming over because there's a neglected dog over here, right? I saw it. Streaks of blood coat the hem of this noose. Pirate, brute, pirate, buccaneer. Mutiny, eh? Makes the third time. Okay, yep, here's the dog. Snake eyes. Think about the dog, you're coming with me! Okay, you are coming with me. So what do you give? Pet wide, 1 might. While Haiti is following you around, you gain bonus might and your party receives a bonus to reflex. What I have now... While Ludi is following you around, you gain bonus perception and your party is less likely to be hit by enemies. Yeah, I think I'd rather that right now. But you're not neglected any longer, okay, Poochie? Let me put you up here in my personal inventory. I accidentally put a lot of this stuff up here. I didn't mean to. Alright, so all my little pets. Okay. So, Snake Eyes.
How might I help you out of a bit of money, Squab? Care to join our fun? Or is it swilling information you're chasing?
The pirate looks you over, eyeing the make of you. A sly smile curls at his mouth as he tosses a pair of dice to rattle over the cobblestone ground. Oh, you guys are playing a dice game, huh? Without so much as a glance at the settling dice, he calls out their numbers. I already found Captain Benwith. I'll play around.
Now, before we get rolling, let me tell you the rules. You bet on high if you think when the dice settle, they'll count up to more than 7. You bet on low if you think the count will be less than 7. Both pay double or nothing. Lastly, you can also bet on 7. If the count is exactly 7, then you win 4 times the wager. 100 pyres per roll of the dice. You sure you want to risk it?
I'll bet on high. Snake Eye jiggles the dice in his hand. After blowing onto them for luck, he casts the dice across the ground. The dice add up to 10.
Looks like you've won.
He scowls sourly as he looks you up and down, eyes narrowed. With a grunt, he tosses you double the copper staked.
Care for another roll?
No, nope. He shrugs one shoulder. He rolls a spare dice over the tops of his fingers, making it appear and disappear with fluid flicks of his hand. I'm looking for Captain Benwith.
I ain't my captain's keeper, and I know better than to ask what business you've got with Brutal Ben.
He jerks his head on once to the right.
You might check the court for him. If he ain't target practicing, he's tickling the harpsichord or taking his swill. 2 out of the 3 can be done there. But if you see him, don't fucking tell him I sent you.
Okay. So I could have blown up the harpsichord. What's this? From the upper ramparts, a wooden crate suspends a pallet stacked with heavy black casks over the cobblestone courtyard. The pallet groans, swaying slightly while its hempen rope creaks from the strain. Shoot an arrow to sever the cargo's rope. Cast a spell to break. Throw a dagger to cut the cargo's rope. That would be me. Stealthily, you aim a dagger at the cargo's rope. Following 2 warm-up flicks of your wrist, you toss the dagger with every last ounce of your strength. Your throw is silent and dead on. The dagger easily severs the crane. I think they did that wrong. Sleight of hand. Okay. As the pallet plummets toward the ground, the loose cargo tumbles from all sides. The crates and barrels crack loudly on impact, splintering and spilling their goods against the rough cobblestone.
What the... Damn me and Andra's worthless son. Some unlucky sot of lang
While
for this one.
everyone's gawking, we ought to sneak upstairs.
Oh.
Hang it all, that nearly damn flattened me.
We didn't have to do that because we've already taken care of everything. So, yeah.
Huh?
That's all that was for.
Let's do this. Nice hit.
Yeah, it's gunpowder.
Leave it to me.
Fish.
Sure.
Okay. I think I've gone to the eastern ramparts. I don't know. This is such a big area. And then one more. And that must be gunpowder.
Sure. Got it.
This gibbet's splattered with seagull droppings. Okay. Oh, there's something here. What was it? Oh, here's another one that's named. Pirate. You are no nut Ned. Okay?
What'll it be, Swabby?
Show me what you have for sale.
Right away.
You have hardtack, water, killer gloves. No. I want to just look. Okay. Your stuff is cheaper than here. It's a killer bullet gloves. Plus crit damage with weapons. Gloves. Oh, that's pretty good. Balance of reliability. I think that's Aloth who has that. Not Aloth, but oh, that's a lot of money. A grenade. Silent, extremely loud impact. A ball of iron packed with explosive powder. A match fuse delays the detonation for several seconds, whereupon the casting shatter, sending jagged sharp, flying in all directions, causing bleeding wounds. Area of effect. 143. I'll take that. The bloody links. Well, there were more than what I want. Grenade. Storm toxin. We already got some of those. Anything else? No. Okay. I can sell some of my stuff here, can't I? I don't use any of this stuff. Small shield, large shield. I've never really looked at that for, oh, we got a whole bunch of these. Jeez, we got a lot of these. Okay. I mean, these don't give you anything. They're just ornamentation. That's all it is. This stuff we're all keeping. Okay. So trade. Alright. Now I got 9,000. Okay. That'll work.
Huh?
Oh, we got something here.
I'm pretty good. Got it. Why not?
Oh, I can't steal from you, can I?
Quickly and quietly.
Still can't steal from you because you're right there.
No problem.
Nope. Oh, what does this say? The scrolling on this banner reads Ramparts Restricted.
Leave it to me.
Ooh, because I turned okay, I'm coming from behind. Okay, so I got a burning belt, a wand, and a grenade. Okay. So the burning belt. 1 pierce armor rating and 1 plus slash armor rating. Do I have a build? I do not. I do now. Okay. Oh, we got another one over here. Can I get to it? There we go. Okay.
Keep it down.
No, because I can't go any other way but over here.
Huh? Let's do this. Why not?
Okay, so what if I come
Sure.
over here and then put on my
Time to
sneak
see and not be seen.
and then come over here? Nope, still stealing. It's not like it's that important, really, but it's just the principle of it, right? Okay. So we got ourselves a new dog. That goes to the dungeons. Have we been to the port? Have we been everywhere? See, we're down here now, and we've been up here. Have we been in the port too? Have we been in the eastern ramparts? I know we were up here at the western ones. Maybe we haven't been over here yet. And then this one goes to the port. I don't think we have been over here because there's something over here. Nope, I didn't think so. Oh, I can't because it's... Yeah, I have been over here. Yep, I have been. Okay, so let's go here and then... We're gonna go to the port. And then we'll get back to our ship. Because they have the underground docks. Ah. Okay. So that we are there. All right. Well, I wanted to go back to, if I don't run across anybody, right? Let's go ahead and save. So I want to buy some better cannons. What's this? Medical supplies, okay. Just floating out here. Where are we at? No, who are you? Unaffirmed trade ships. It's a merchant vessel. Okay. Alrighty. So, supply. We don't need any, we need, okay, so how do I get my morale up? Morale is down to 52. Morale measures the crew's overall attitude and sense of common purpose. So I can hire one more. This is for retraining. Well, not retraining. That's for retraining. Okay, so my cannon shot is fine. My repair is fine. Medicine, we need more medicine. Okay, so you can just do it right here from medicine. Let's go ahead and do that. Add to cart. And then trade. All right, now our medicine is full. We've got drink. Supply food. I'm not sure how all this works yet. How do we bring up morale? We don't want common weave cells. What kind of cells do we currently have? Linen cells. The most common cell on the sea. The linen cell has been in use for generations the world over, woven from flax. Linen cells are sturdy but a bit heavy. Many captains prefer the reliability coupled with the steady supply of this cell. Okay, so we have the hognose, the hole breaker, the hognose. Okay, so the thunder 6 to 9. Okay, so we need to get rid of this hognose and get another one for up here. Curved hull. Oh, she's now healed. Okay, good. Unskilled cook. You're a deckhand. I'm assuming this is where you go. I don't know where all these people are supposed to go, right? He's a navigator and a deckhand. He's a cook and a deckhand. Oh, she's a cook and a deckhand. Surgeon. Seasoned deckhand. the cannoneer. 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 Okay. He's a cannoneer too. He is the helmsman. Okay. How do we get more resources? That's what I'm wondering. Ship equipment and cargo. Isn't this considered the water? Okay, morale. Why is it going to take 2 hours? I just want to go here. Okay. I couldn't do that on 5 foot anyway, right? Because I was at sea? Supposedly. Okay. So no, I know we can hire people.
You think it's smart, giving the Juan all these guns?
Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but that's fine.
Still kicking, eh?
I'd like to hire some crew members on to
There's
my
plenty
ship.
of people looking for passage out of here.
Recruit crew members. No crew members available. Oh, really? Because I took them all, I suppose. I don't want any adventurers. I just don't know what I need. So ship morale. Okay, so morale measures the crew's overall attitude and sense of common purpose. The mental and emotional health of the crew is vital to success in combat. Poor morale may lead to brawls among the crew and even mutiny. So they like this leads to 5+ crew, or alright, let's get some porridge then. Wow, that was 3,000 for that. Let's do 10. All right, I can handle that. I guess I'm not understanding the... Okay. And we know there's a guy that's upstairs selling some stuff, or is it even important?
A giant? Thomas mad.
Maybe. There are strange things out there.
You cannot think it is really one of the gods.
No, but a weapon perhaps.
Merla, I hope not.
It is one of the gods. There's a guy over here selling some stuff.
Welcome back. You are in need of something, I can feel it. Are you looking for something in particular?
Oh Okay, so thieves. Thieves puny. 2 mechanics, 2 sleight of hand. This clay-like ungent smells of lilac and chalk. That's an interesting combination. I don't know.
So, how do you like it?
I feel amazing.
Good, right? Worth it.
No, it's not worth it. Get hooked on that crap. No, 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 it's not. Alright, I need to look at my quest list and find out what I need to do. Oh, that's right. I was going to buy that other cannon, wasn't I? But I have to do, I think, when I'm at sea? Okay. Is there anyone that wants to talk to me?
Yeah?
I think he does.
What's on your mind?
Nope. Do you want to talk to me?
Hoo-wee! About time we took a breather. My feet are blistered something fierce.
Hands braced on her knees for support, she leans forward and sucks in a breath of fresh air. Her eyes never leave your face. A rosy flush slowly brightens her cheeks, and she beams you a wide, brash grin.
Tell me what's on your mind.
How are you feeling? Have you suffered any recent nightmares?
They're there in my head when I sleep. And sometimes I can taste them on the back of my tongue like a smear of grit. Happens when I take in a particularly volatile soul.
What are you going to do?
Go madder than I already am? I don't rightly know. It's not like I can turn my back on my duty to my God, even if it kills me.
Yeah, a lot to prove to that. Oh, come here. Beautiful. Okay.
It's time I got about searching for lost souls.
Do you have anything to say?
Thank you again for maintaining my story in front of Vanessa and the others.
He gives you a graceful smile that fades almost as quickly as it appears.
I didn't enjoy deceiving them, but it seemed simpler than the alternative.
Serafan strokes his beard. Simpler than explaining your involvement with the leaden keys? Absolutely. Keeping up a lie is never simple. You should know that better than anyone. And lonelier. You seem to care for them, but they didn't really know you. Keeping up a lie is never simple. You should know that better than anyone.
Believe me, I take no pleasure in duplicity.
What exactly were you doing out there?
After we parted, I set out to destroy the leaden key. It's controlled us for too long. I wanted to free Kith from it. So for 5 years, I've been tracking down leaden key circles, searching for the places where they operate in secret.
He knits his brows. Worldly, okay.
Trying to undo them.
And how's that been going? Might as well start with the ones operating from crystal waters and sandy beaches. Just make sure they can never again commit an atrocity like Wildwind's legacy. And how has that been going?
The task has been more difficult than I anticipated.
How so?
I don't think I fully understood the weight of the decisions I would have to make, or the burden of living with them. It was much easier when I only had to follow someone else's lead. My father's, Theos's, yours.
He glances at you out of the corner of his eye. Easy, sure. I led you right into the prison of the gods. You had a sense of purpose when you began this. Don't lose it. Yep.
I haven't.
Impassioned.
After we defeated Theos, I thought the hard part of undoing his work would be tracking down the Leaden Key's members and operations.
Maybe he had an address book. Too bad you burnt. No. But?
Perhaps this would be easier with an example. I went to a village in Old Valia, a run-down backwater of a place. Centuries ago, the Leaden Key had intervened to end some heretical cult. The details were lost, but what had endured was a practice of ritual bloodletting.
Ugh.
A gruesome, pointless tradition.
He grimaces. Yeah, I don't doubt it.
You got an eye for charming little towns, I'll say that much.
Doesn't he, Eater?
At every full moon, the villagers would feed the soil with their blood. No one, young or old, sick or hale, was exempt.
So, what did you do?
The village priest administered the practice. Grim old fellow. Reminded me of Theos.
He raises an eyebrow at you.
He was a tyrant. I was certain that if the villagers were free of his influence, they'd be free from the bloodletting too.
But it didn't happen, did it?
So I arranged for him to have an accident.
He gives you a sly look. Okay, skullduggery. Clever. That seems like one of Theos' dirty tricks. I'd expect you to act with honor. Yeah, true. And then?
The old man died, and the villagers were terrified. They were convinced his death was an ill omen. They blamed it, and every other mishap that befell them, on their lack of faith.
Uh-oh.
So they began bloodletting every week, turning on their neighbors for giving too little.
His lip twists as if the words themselves have a bitter taste.
Instead of a handful dying each year, a few perished every week.
He's worked at the edge of his sash into a tight knot. He clenches it between pale, rigid fingers. And how you feel, and now you feel responsible, is that it? Maybe you should have left them alone? You couldn't have known that would happen? This isn't your fault. If you barely understood the ritual, how did you expect to stop it? Yeah, you tried to do the right thing, and that is what matters. If you barely understood this ritual, how did you expect to stop it? That's very true.
I had to do something, didn't I?
He turns to you with wide, anguished eyes. He pauses again, untwisting the sash at his lap.
I keep wondering what I might have done differently, or how I could have known better.
Learning from mistakes like this is a good start. Stop dwelling on this. You'll paralyze yourself. The villagers had found a way to live with the ritual. In time, perhaps, they would have changed it on their own. Learning from mistakes like this is a good start.
I suppose so. Thank you. It's a relief to share this burden. You've given me a lot to think about.
So you still haven't told me about the animators have to do with any of this.
Ah, that.
He massages his temple.
I'm looking for an old Leaden Key sect. I've found several references, but...
He breaks off, shaking his head.
I want to be sure. Please, let me go over my notes again. Then I promise I'll tell you everything.
We'll talk more than later. Okay.
Captain?
Do you have something to say?
If you be having a tick, Cap, I'll be thinking that, if I be dragging you into these depths, you deserve the full sounding.
Okay. This is about Remaro. I like it. I'm happy to listen. This is about Remaro, I take it. I'm happy to listen.
When I were a wee swabby, fresh to the sea, it were Remaro that showed me the ropes and rigging. More than that, he kept his weather eye open for me.
He plucks at the fur. Okay.
The sea be a right poxy ore on occasion. Life aboard the Sorcerer, that and more. Malnash, our ship hunter, she were all wet and bothered for doing me harm. And Remaro, he protected me. Mentored me too. Learned me letters and navigation. Handed down the Principe traditions. In time, we became close as kin or closer. And the Sorcerer, my family.
Okay, Eater looks impressed. Traditional. Alok's face is still as a mask. Traditional, but his eyes blaze. How did Remaro end up in trouble with the Principe? You tell me a lot about the two of you, but not much about him. Why did this Magi want to hurt you?
Well, only knows, Cap. She treated me like my mere presence gave offence.
Was it your presence, I wonder, or an ill-timed remark about your furry blue nethers?
And here with me thinking you weren't paying my nethers no mind at all.
The pain trace of his smile forms on Eater's lips, yeah. Okay. You told me about the two of you, but not much about him.
Fair. He be of old Valian stock. A good man and righteous. Not honest, of course, but honourable. Were our shipboard sawbones, more than half handy at it. More than one swabby beyond the old salt a deferral from the wheel.
Okay, more than one swabby be owing the old salt a deferral from the wheel. Okay. How did Remaro end up in trouble with the Principe?
Right, fantastic fucking question, Cap.
He scowls and plants a closed fist in an open palm.
Word out with mutiny. But I'll be putting about as much stock in that as a dockside doxy for manners. Well, no, I don't normally be singing no praises of veracity, Cap. But in the matter of Remaro, I'll be hunting the truth.
So were you romantically involved?
Why, Cap? You be feeling a bit of the old envy?
He grins, bumping his eyebrows twice in quick succession. Eater seems pleased.
Nay, we never shared a bunk. Not that I'd have kicked him out of a hammock, but, like I said, we be family. He never took advantage.
Thank you, I'm glad you shared that. No, I promise we'll find him.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be holding you to it. Ahoy, Captain. What can I do you for?
I'd like to ask you about the Principe.
Well, ask away, Cap.
Who are they exactly?
Formerly the Principe San Petrena. The princes, without a home, They came from Grand Valia ages ago. Now they be the scourge of the Deadfire.
Okay. Autonomy.
More than that, ain't for the likes of me to say. Ask away, Cap.
So how do they operate?
Raiding seafaring vessels mostly. Seasoned ships cargo. Ships themselves if they be worth anything. If they be passengers of high berth, we be taking them for ransom too. Ain't squeamish about slaying, but be avoiding it when we can. Get yourself known for killing folk. They get more likely to fight you when you come for the gold.
Yeah, that's very true.
Ask away, Cap.
You seemed enjoying being one of them.
That I do, Cap.
His scarred lip splits into a broad smile, revealing crooked teeth. What about it? What about it?
What not? Smell of the sea, creak of the rigging, blast of the cannons, rush aboard and a right piece of prey. A mug of spice rum in my hands and a bawdy song on my lips. A lad or lass in every port and another in my hammock.
Aelith gives you a pained look. Irresponsibility.
Be a pirate's life for me. Ask away, Cap.
If I were looking to enlist, how would I do so?
Enlist, Cap? We ain't the flog-stroking Rowatai Navy. Twixt the seaworthy vessel and passable crew, you've managed yourself the hardest part already. Now you just need to be setting yourself to piracy, after you be talking it over with the Consuelo.
Traditional. Sounds easy enough.
We ain't exactly a bunch known for housing hard-ons for hard rules. Ask away, Cap.
Okay.
Aye, Cap.
Well, tell me about yourself.
Some seamen go dizzy as duck soup out here, spouting out the sea, speaking to 'em. I've been all over these islands, and the sea don't speak. Waves, though.
Amusement, lighthearted, okay. Tell me about Remaro.
Aye, sure. When I were a wee swabby, fresh to the sea, it were Remaro that showed me the ropes and rigging. More than that, he kept his weather eye. The sea be a right poxy oar on occasion, and life aboard the Sorcerer, that and more. Malnash, our ship hunter, she were all wet and bothered for doing me harm.
Yeah, we already knew that. Okay.
Do right by it.
All right. Okay.
Ahoy, Captain. If I could bend your ear a moment, I'll be aiming to thank you for bringing me aboard.
I think, can we just have that? I can bend your ear a moment. I'd be aiming to thank you for bringing me aboard. Third hand at his belly and one heel out, he bows deeply, drooping ear almost touching the ground.
You run a tight shop, and you ain't no terrible person neither. It'd be a welcome change from the gentleman of leisure.
Tell me about the gentleman of leisure.
The gentleman is only the finest ship among the Principe, and Captain Ferrante, our most respected shipmaster. It were 2 honours and a half to be chosen to join his crew.
I detect a butt in there.
Aye, you ain't wrong. Joining the gentleman meant leaving the sorcerer, leaving the only family I've ever known.
Why were you willing to leave that crew to join mine?
Now don't sell yourself a Suole short, Cap, nor me neither. I know an opportunity when I board it. I'd seen what there were to be seen upon the gentleman, learn what ropes were to be learned. Methinks a watcher after a dead god'll thrust me into an whole new set of eye openings.
That's true.
And believe you me, I do appreciate myself a good thrust.
Oh, God. Well, I'm glad you're with me.
I've a gift for you. This trinket be from one of the first ships I hunted. Malnage would have snatched it had I not found a perfect hiding spot.
Well, where did you hide it?
I know, were I to tell you that, you mightn't want it no more.
He gives an innocent whistle while scratching his ass as subtly as one could scratch it. Sure, I figured.
Just a jest, Cap. Nay, I tucked it away in my beard. Didn't wear braids back then, so my hair caught about everything from feathers to fish bones.
Yeah, it would have, I'm sure.
Malnar shook me down for plunder after each raid. I figured out she wouldn't go nowhere near my beard. Said my face were like a saw rip fetish.
So why'd she treat you so badly?
I don't rightly know for sure, Cam. Thought at first she wanted me. Lasses be that way sometimes, treating you worse the more they fancy you. Given she tried to get me killed twice within our first fortnight together, I thought mayhap she were in deepest love.
Okay. Were you attracted to her? Yeah, love makes people do crazy things.
Aye, Captain. You ain't farting out your mouth there.
So what was the issue?
As I said, I never rightly figured it out. It worked that I were all in, given she were too. Remaro said she might have been emerald green with envy, but I'll be well herself if I know what's of.
I think you understand. Half the time I want to throw you off the boat too. Maybe she thought you were a threat. Yep.
As a ship hunter, mayhaps. I've certainly outpaced her since, if I do say so myself. Mayhaps she saw that coming.
Well, thank you for the gift.
You be entirely welcome. Now, if you'll pardon me, I've roundabout reached my limit for sentiment.
So I gain a Cipher's Shackle. 1 to Constitution. Resistance to dexterity afflictions. The woman who recently wore this shackle came from an enigmatic tribe of pale elves. Little is known about her people, save that at some point her village was sacked by roving slavers and she was taken to the Deadfire. Aboard the slave ship, she was compliant but silent. Her captors were horrified to discover the woman's mouth had been wired shut, presumably as a child. Then she touched their minds. Oh my God. He travels southward. Watch the sky. Uneased, the slavers feathered the woman's neck with an iron outer shackle they reserved for captured Cyphers and did their best to ignore. When the ships arrived in the Deadfire, the slavers dropped anchor with several illicit merchant vessels to offload their cargo. cargo. When the woman was called to the auction block, she spoke to her imprisoners' minds, despite the binding collar. Aeolus nears, he will end it. Then she vanished. All that remained were the shackles. So she just disappeared. Wow. Okay. So it's a necklace. And I have perception ability activates when near death. How about that to you? And you do have one. You have one. Well, everybody's got. You have Stone of Power. Amulet of Health. You have the tribal one. Intellect, History, and Insight, which I thought it was good. Compare. Yeah, your Wise Teeth one is worth more. Your Amulet Health is 2. Okay. This would be better for you. Yeah, okay.
My folks said I'd never amount to anything.
All right. So, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and close down this episode. In the interim, I'm going to go ahead and see, I'm going to go through my journal and see where I need to go, but I'm also going to find out, do some checking to see how to increase the morale of my crew. So if you're enjoying, click like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Sahara out.